So your 3D printer didn't come with everything you need, and nobody ever told you that. The moment you finish your first print and realize you need a tool and you don't have it, like to take the print off the plate or to remove the supports or just to clean up a clog in the nozzle late at night. Having the right tool can turn a frustrating hobby into a smooth running operation. So today what I want to do is go through 10 tools that I use on a regular basis that I have in my shop that may be of use to you to think about getting. And most of these tools some of them cost less than $5. You can go to Harbor Freight, get a lot of these tools, but I still think they're tools that you need to make sure you have in your 3D printing operation. So let's go through them. The first one to talk about is the flush cutter. And you need this for working with your filaments. So when you're trying to feed your filaments into your printer or into your AMS, you need to make sure you have a clean cut at the end. And you're not going to use the scissors or some kind of other snips. These will give you a clean 45-degree cut that will help you feed into your printer correctly. And a lot of times the problems feeding into your printer are that you do not have the proper cut on it. So the first tool that you need is a flush cutter. The second tool, and again, printers are starting to come with these and you can print the handles for them. There's different prints that you can make, but the next thing you need is a scraper tool. And so when you're trying to get your print off the plate and you don't want to break it and you need to remove the rim around it or something else, these are essential to have. And again, you can get them with different designs. For example, this comes with my new Snapmaker U1 printer. It's a little bigger, a little different, but again, these are essential to have for your operations. Number 3 is a tube cutter for your PTFE tubes. So when you have to replace a tube in your printer and you need to cut it, you don't want to damage it and crush it. So what you need is a good tube cutter, to make sure you get a clean cut on the end of your tubes. A tube cutter is an important thing to have in your arsenal at your shop. I'll put a link to all these where you can find these. Again, you can find them in different places, but I'll put a link to where I've got some of the tools that I have. Number 4 is a set of tools you need to keep your nozzles clean and unclogged, which will happen during your time with the printers. So what you need is a brush of some sort, just a simple brush you can get at Harbor Freight, or this is the brush that comes with the Snapmaker U1. And one of the first things you do when you calibrate is to brush off and make sure that the nozzle is clean. But in addition to just making sure the nozzle is clean, you need a needle tool like this one here. And so if you have a clog in the nozzle, what you need to do is feed this through to get any extra filament that got stuck in there. You heat it up and push this through, and this will help clean out the nozzles. So again, another important tool to have in your toolbox in your 3D print shop. Number 5 is called the deburring tool. You may have one out in your shop someplace else, but this is important when you are cleaning up prints to make sure that you can work with the edges to clean them up and to make sure you improve the quality of your prints. So deburring tool, good thing to have. Number 6, along the same line, is a basic set of small picks of different sorts. Again, this is a set that you can get from Harbor Freight, and it cost me like $3 to get. So very simple to have. It's one thing to, when you're cleaning out supports, but when you got the little areas inside the supports, or if you got something that's hung up in there, the pick is a good tool to have to help you clean up your prints. Okay, and they come in different angles, and it helps you get into the finer areas of it. If you want to, you could also get a small set of files. Another tool from Harbor Freight. It gives you the chance, a fine set of files that if you're trying to clean up and get into tense areas, you can use these to help clean up your prints. The next thing to use to clean up your prints would be a torch. And again, you need a torch that you can use to clean up any of the stringing that occurs. So for example, it's not to heat it up quick, but it's just to find those little areas where the stringing is occurring and stop them. You're not talking just a heat gun here. You want something with a torch, a good direct flame. You can even find these at the convenience store now, these lighters with a little flame, but they still work to help clean up your prints. Another tool that you need is a set of small needle nose pliers. And again, this is a set. You get different angles and everything. But when you're trying to clean up prints, and as I talked about before, if you've got these small little holes, a pick is one thing you can use, but it's also nice to be able to get in there. So it is good to have a small set of needle nose pliers that you can use to help you clean up your prints. The last thing on the list, number 10, is to have a nice set of calipers. Now again, you're probably not going to need this when you first start printing, when you're working through prints, but once you starting to design things, you need precise measurements so you know what size hole do I need for the screws to fit through the print. You know, what size I need here. There's many different styles. You can go higher quality. You can get some for $5 or $6. And again, this is a Harbor Freight, a little higher quality of their selections, but just a very useful tool to have around your shop. So there are my 10 tools. Again, you ask someone else there is other things that you need in your shop. Others talk about having the bottle of isopropyl alcohol to be able to clean your bed plates, make sure they're clean, and a quick way to make sure they're clean. If you want to get to the higher levels and you start working with a different type of filaments, a filament driver becomes a very important thing. And those are other things that could be included on this list. But for me, the tools I have here are ones that I will use pretty much every day. So what do you think? What are the tools that you have in the shop? What other ones may I have missed? Leave them in the comments below and tell me about it. But it is important to have the right tools. And again, you're not going to get them all when you get your printer. You need to make sure that you have the right sets of tools for the right job. So I hope this was helpful for you. And if it was, please like and subscribe, and helps me out with my channel. And also just let me know where you are in your journey with 3D printing. So again, thank you for listening. Take care. Have a good day.